No, Chris Bryant. Oh, Adonis Garcia. No, I remember Chris Davis. Jose Brave. George Lewinsky, man. I'm really surprised that the Jungmann isn't in consideration. What was this? Oh wow, Rick Porcello got called up to the majors. Marcus Semien got called up. Did it say rain? I mean, it can be rain. Just gotta be closed. Corey Canelo's gonna have to rest up a little bit. Not to put in either of these two. No one looks like they're tired.
Broadcasting from Seattle, Washington, where the roof has been shut atop Safeco Field. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Seattle Mariners. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Taijuan Walker starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Austin Jackson heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. EK, you look at the M's entering play here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
And after the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the three.
Walker steps into his windup. Here's the 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Drilled on the ground short. Party's there. A quick out number one. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, I think one of the guys to focus on is Justin Morneau. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Scooter Gennett,
97 right at the shortstop.
Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a couple times with Dixon behind the plate where there was some disagreement on pitches up in the strike zone. Seems to be a polarizing spot for him sometimes, so we'll see if that comes into play.
1-1, here it comes. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Line towards center field. Gutierrez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And with that, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch J.J. Hardy in this one. He's a shortstop that doesn't look that great athletically, but some of the plays he makes, he'll just make your jaw drop. He's won multiple Gold Glove awards, so he can be an impact player in this one.
Ryan Braun will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. And he lays off there 1-0. Just getting started here in Seattle. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1.
Well, and he's got a great splitter. You're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor, 2-1 now.
I've been resisting, man.
Nope.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
You want to talk about getting on top of a high fastball. I mean, to call this at the letters, that'd be charitable. This thing's about neck high, but he still drives it for a base hit.
Chris Carter will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Out in front of it, strike one. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left.
That's garbage.
Ubaldo Jimenez gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, you take a look right here. Right-handed hitters are hitting less than 250 against him. He's had his way with them.
Here now's Nori Aoki to start things out in the home half of inning number one.
For the Mariners, left fielder,
Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Eric
Carroll's Brewers,
as they begin play here this afternoon. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners' starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matty, they need Kyle Seager to get back on track. Last month, he was absolutely brutal at the plate, finishing with an OBP total under 200. Opposing pitchers seem like they found a hole, and they have just continued to exploit it.
Kyle Seager comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Went up and out of the zone that time, but he gets a piece of it, and he'll see another pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Santana is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters. But he's also got a power arm and can cover some ground in that outfield. Very reliable, plays a smart defensive outfield. Always an asset in any game.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You started in the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there.
There we go.
This is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. After 1, no score. Justin Morneau will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
I'll be back. I gotta use the restroom.
Walker peers in. First pitch on its way. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
All right, guys, we're going to check this sequence out again on show track. But I can guarantee you, he doesn't want to see it again. He's got this thing all backwards up there. He looks at the first 2 pitches. Those are pitches he probably should have swung at. Then he swings at the 1 pitch that's out of the strike zone.
Domingo Santana will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Seager. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 7th, shortstop,
Jonathan Villar readies for his first appearance in this one. And he's a guy who's been terrific over the last couple of series. Really swinging it well. Runs up and gets this one down. Seager is up with it. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Kelly Epps steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. He's set. Here it comes. Low with the splitter, ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage. Well, you get the 2-out hit. Now he's in scoring position after the wild pitch. Just goes to show you how quickly things can get away from you if you're not careful.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the... Adam Lind will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Santana is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a 1-pitch out.
second baseman.
At the plate, Robinson Cano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that's taken for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's taken him too long to get into his groove here. He's now struck out 3 of the first 5 guys he's faced, and I'd say that he's looking pretty strong early on.
Here's Franklin Gutierrez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 276 the average coming in for him. 3 homers and 47 RBIs.
1-1.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Ooh.
Fouled over towards the coaching box.
That was a pretty bad pitch from you. That's swing.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mariners are down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here under the roof at Safeco as we get a look there at the world-famous Pike Place Market in downtown Seattle. Delman Ladd will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Two and one.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You're really wasting a lot of bullets on a guy that you should get out fairly quickly. You got to go right after him, get him out of here.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cruz shading to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And we'll go back to the top of the order now for Austin Jackson. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gutierrez giving chase.
Damn it.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Scooter Gennett stands in for the 2nd time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Low for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Look to be taking all the way, and the splitter's in there for the first strike. Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the 3rd inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Ryan Braun is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Ketel Marte will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Back at it now is Jimenez as he's able to jump ahead in the count quickly here. 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Ladd has a play, and he's retired here 1 away. J.J. Hardy will take his first cuts here as we run the numbers to see his splits between July and August. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Hit down the third base line. Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Jackson is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Nori Aoki will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And another foul ball. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate another slide.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Mariners leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Chris Carter is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Three and 1.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Justin Morneau.
Yeah, he threw it right down the middle.
Second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. Hardy for 1. Out. Back to first, and Morneau grounds into the double play. Stepping in, Domingo Santana. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a ball, 1-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Calling for it, Cruz. And that retires the side. Brewers go down quietly. On to the... Kyle Seager is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
That evens it up 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch. Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Braun has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a very good inning that time for Ubaldo Jimenez. Jonathan Villar heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
Under the dual-handed Gutierrez for the first out. Into the box now, Kelly Epps. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
You know, and I think that pop-up right there is just a result of poor pitch selection. He chased a bad pitch, and as a result, he didn't really put a good swing on it.
Walker gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Delman Ladd is into the box for his 2nd appearance. 0 for 1 with a fly out. And this is taken outside for ball 1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Gutierrez ranging back to the track.
Got it. Let's go.
See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field as the Brewers get on the board first. It's 1-0.
Wow, that inning didn't really look like it was going anywhere, but if the first 2 guys don't get on in front of them, that's when they're swinging for the trees. When guys are on in front of them, they shorten down and try to go for the base hit, but a big solo shot right there with 2 outs.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, and Jackson's going to do a little gap.
All right, I'm stopping with the power swings unless it's Chris Carter.
And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's into scoring position now with a double.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
22 doubles.
For Jackson, he's up to 22 in the doubles column with that last 2-bagger. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Now a long throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
RBI. Let's go.
And after 3 straight 2-out hits, that's going to earn a visit from the pitching coach. Now, there's not a whole lot of guesswork as to what he's saying. It's just, look, all we need is one more good pitch from you to get out of this. I know you've got it in you.
Ryan Braun is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there perhaps assessing his options.
3 straight 2-out hits, too. That makes any move a little more complicated.
2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
1-2, here it comes. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. On the ground to third. Seager has it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. Milwaukee leads it 2-0. Robinson Cano comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
A little low. It's 2-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Franklin Gutierrez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
2 straight strikeouts here to start out the inning, but that's 8 for him now in the ball game. These guys have really had a hard time figuring him out.
Ketel Marte will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he takes strike 2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail things here 2-0. Chris Carter steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start.
Let's go. We're finally making good contact.
Base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Charlie Furbush will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning. Justin Morneau will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
That's inside. 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And there's ball 3 now to Morneau. 3-1. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
He pulls this one into right.
Yeah, let's go.
Get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Domingo Santana will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch on its way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that one key hit.
Ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Aoki will get it in quickly here, and that's going to be good enough to hold the runner at third base.
Well, for a relief pitcher, he hasn't given him a whole lot of relief. That's back-to-back singles now since he showed up, and he's in a peck of trouble now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard down the line. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Drop the VR.
Scores.
2 RBIs.
Scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Now batting, third baseman
Kelly Epps will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
Kelly Epps.
And this is going to get down for
that's going to be a double.
That'll get 1, if not both of them, home. The runner from second crosses the plate, and the run will score all the way from first. It's a 6-0 ball game.
So much for shortening up and putting the ball in play. This is a big swing right here with 2 strikes, and he's going to get rewarded for it as he drives in a couple of runs here on the double.
Delman Ladd
2-run double for Kelly Epps.
As we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. High and deep to right center field. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Yeah, and even though this bounces over the wall, I don't think it would have made any difference one way or the other. I kind of doubt he would have been thinking about going for 3, and the runner was going to score anyway without a problem.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Not a single pitch in the strike zone. What am I doing?
Another one sent foul. No one out with a runner at second. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Scooter Gennett ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
No one get it, no one get it, no one get it. Hang on.
Ripped on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Lind, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Joaquin Benoit will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here.
Number 53.
Benoit sets. Here's the first pitch. Ryan Braun is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And there's ball 1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. J.J. Hardy will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard liner towards short, and he'll try and knock it down at short, but it gets on by him. At the plate,
that really should have been an out.
He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
And this misses from Jimenez, and that'll fill up the count now. 3-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Nori Aoki will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. None left for Seattle. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point.
Yeah, I'm going to go get ready for work.
Chris Carter is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Benoit has the target. Here it comes on 1-0. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Justin Morneau. Down the first baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. In time.
Picked him up. Nice play.
The right fielder, number 16, Domingo.
Now to the plate, Domingo Santana. He singled his last time up. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. That's wide. 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike 1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. 7 runs on 12 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
The batter, number 5, shortstop,
Jonathan Villar will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1, but they're still in control, 7-0.
Man, I came back and didn't do nothing.
Seager will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and
let's go.
Get him out with pitches away.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. All right, folks. Montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Here's Nelson Cruz now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Trying to strike him out for the third time. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Here's Adam Lind as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to Kelly Epps will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Hit weakly on the ground to short. Hardy scoops it up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Delman Ladd is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. And now the second pitch of the inning is in the air to right. Cruz is camped under this one, and that's out number 2. Now batting, Austin Jackson. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Benoit's ready. Here's the first pitch. This won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Gone in order are the Brewers, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Robinson Cano will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Baseball fans see Robinson Cano and they think of his time with the Yankees and the Mariners, but some forget how great he was during the World Baseball Classic in 2013. He hit .469 for the undefeated Dominican team on his way to the tournament MVP award.
Yeah, some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Franklin Gutierrez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. To short, hit hard. VR gloves it. Throw to first to be in plenty of time, and Jimenez is looking sharp now. 2 away. Ketel Marte will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
The windup and the 0-1. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7. Digging in to try it again, Scooter Gennett, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And sometimes you can mistake being patient for being passive. I mean, unless he was really fooled there, that's a pitch he needs to be swinging at.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle.
There you go.
And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth. Ryan Braun ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Hey.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Huh. Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up the plate, no doubt.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Boy, and he's not too thrilled with that call out there on the mound. And you know what? I don't blame him. I mean, have a look where this pitch is. That catches an awful lot of the plate, and I think I'd be mad if I were him.
First pitch of the at-bat. Chris Carter stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
And this hole he's digging on the mound, it's all his doing. He's got to be able to find the strike zone.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side, and reined in, 1 away. Justin Morneau strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And now with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. On the ground to the right side. Hardy for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. J.J. Hardy will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And they can't run it down. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Jackson is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. First delivery to him on the way. Reggie Wolf stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Nori Aoki will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB.
Let's go.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Milwaukee Brewers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they sank the Mariners 7-0. Right now, the Mariners sit in second place in the American League West, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. The Brewers sit in second place in the National League Central, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Phils pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-1. As of today, the Phillies are in last place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Cardinals sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, 11 games out of first. Kevin Wallace had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Dodgers pushed past Cincinnati 13-2. The win was their 6th straight as a team. Heading into today, the Reds sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Dodgers sit in second place in the National League West Division, only a game and a half back. The Pirates...
Hey.
Welcome. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. In the National League Central, the Brew Crew went deep 4 times as they bested the visiting Rockies 8-4. It was their 5th straight victory. The Cincinnati Reds combined to allow only 4 hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 3-1. The Houston Astros completed a 3-game series sweep as they got the win after some free baseball against the Pirates 2-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The New York Mets.
Oh.
Happy Friday, baseball fans.
Damn, there's
Welcome
no way
to
we're
Inside
doing
the
8
Show.
hours because they're
Looking
tired.
first at the NL Central, Francisco Liriano struck out 15 overall with the win.
That's
Happy
all
Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and
and we lost the series. Oh, the Nationals are catching up.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Buccos got 11 overall hits as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers 5-4. At the moment, the Brewers TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Rex Brothers grabbed his 4th victory out of the pen as the Cubs took care of the
Nationals have
Giants
pulled away.
3-2. Looking at the standings, the Cubs are in 1st place in the...
We lost. Another L. Oh my goodness. Finally got a win. We're gonna have to win like 4 games out of here.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. In the National League Central, the Milwaukee Brewers sent 3 balls into the seats as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs, 9-7. Right now, the Brewers are in 3rd place in the NL Central. They're 15 games back. The Cubs are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Mets got together to allow 4 hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati, 2-0. As of today, the Reds are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Mets are atop the National League East division. They are enjoying a 5.5 game advantage. The Pittsburgh Pirates totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds, 5-4. At the moment, the Pirates sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, 11.5 games out of first. The Cardinals are 4th in the division. They're 15.5 games out of first. The Miami Marlins combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 3-2. Looking at the standings, the Marlins sit in 3rd place in the National League East division, 8 games out of first. The Phillies are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Nationals totaled 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 6-3. Right now, the Nationals are in 2nd place in the NL East, 5.5 games back. The Braves are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The San Francisco Giants cracked 14 hits overall as they secured the win in extras against the Rockies 4-2. As of today, the Rockies are in 4th place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Giants are 2nd in the division, 1 game out of first. The Los Angeles Dodgers amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 8-5. Heading into today, the Dodgers are leading the National League West, 1 game ahead of 2nd. The Diamondbacks are 3rd in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Colin Ray got win number 1 on the year, leading the Padres past the Red Sox 3-2. At the moment, the Padres sit in last place in the National League West division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Red Sox are in 3rd place in the AL East, 12 games behind first place. The Rays cracked 14 hits overall as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-7. Looking at the standings, the Rays are in 2nd place in the AL East, 5.5 games back. The Orioles are at the bottom of the division. They're 15 games back. The Yankees hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 8-5. Right now, the Yankees sit in 4th place in the American League East division. They're 13.5 out of first place. The Blue Jays are atop the division. They are enjoying a 5.5 game advantage. The Tigers pounded out 17 hits in this one as they dismantled the White Sox 8-1. As of today, the White Sox sit in last place in the American League Central Division, 16 games out of first. The Tigers are 4th in the division, 11.5 games out of first. The Astros allowed only 5 hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 4-2. Heading into today, the Indians sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, 6 games out of first. The Astros are leading the AL West. They have a 3-game cushion. The Royals brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 3-2. Looking at the standings, the Twins sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division. They're 2 games back. The Royals are atop the division, 2 games up on 2nd place. Caleb Coart swung the bat well with 3 hits, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 4-2. At the moment, the A's are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Angels are 3rd in the division, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. Prince Fielder drove in 3, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 5-2. Right now, the